Did you ever dream to give birth naturally? Or if you're a man, did you ever dream that your partner will give birth naturally? And if you think about it, what is natural birth anyway? Can you call it natural birth if the baby came out of the vagina and not in a C-section, a cesarean section? Is that enough? Does it require that the woman didn't get any pain medication during the process? Can you call it a natural birth only if the lights were low and there was nice music in the room? Or maybe you can only call it natural birth if the woman walked to the hospital and didn't drive there. Because, you know, our life has gone so far away from being natural that it's not so easy to define natural anymore. My name is Dana, and I've been a midwife in the last 10 years in a public hospital. And one of the trends that doctors and midwives see in the last decades is women who want to give birth naturally. This is their dream. And they don't want anyone to tell them what to do. They don't want anyone to tell them what is right and what is wrong. And they don't want any interference or any intervention during the process. They just want to let nature do its best. And actually, there is almost nothing as beautiful as seeing a woman who is connected to her inner strength and discovering powers which she never dreamed she had before. But giving birth naturally in a hospital, that's a different story. Because, you know, hospitals, they have needles, they have medications, they have bright lights, and they have doctors who only want to operate on you and take out your baby as soon as possible because they want to cover their asses. Sorry. Is it true? Well, it depends who you ask. If you ask those women who want to give naturally, this is totally true. Because I see the women who come to the hospital and they are so full of fear. They feel that they need to protect themselves from the medical team. And they come, they are full of anger, full of hate sometimes, resentment, even hostility. It comes to really ridiculous situations when they won't let us in the room inside the hospital, or they won't answer the doctor's questions. I remember one case that the woman came a few months ago, and she was considering to give birth in our hospital. So she came to see the place and meet the staff, and she told me, I came to meet with the enemy. Well, no matter how you look at it, this is a lose-lose situation. Because natural birth is really, it's not about giving birth in a bathtub. It's not really about dim lights. The basic element of natural birth is, first of all, to feel safe and to have trust in the people that you are with. This is, I think, maybe God's gift to the mother and the newborn, that the birth will not progress if the woman or the animal who is giving birth does not feel safe. And that's the reason why you never see cats delivering in the middle of the street at 12 o'clock in midday. Your cat will probably choose the safest time of day and the darkest place in your house, probably your dearest closet. And she will give birth there when she knows she's safe. It's the same with us. And no squatting on the floor and no dolphins in the water will make it natural if there is hostility in the air or suspicion. So what am I saying really? I'm saying let's abandon the term natural birth and let's find another one. And I want to suggest the term a humane birth. And what is a humane birth? Humane birth is, well, I think it starts with treating everybody who's present as human beings. It starts with the baby, of course. The baby, it's not a commodity. It's not something you have to take out of the womb, take a picture of, and share it with your imaginary friends on Facebook. The doctor is not a function. She has her own dreams and fears and aspirations. Everybody who is in there is a human being. And if we acknowledge this humanity in people, then they will respond to it, and their humanity will grow and flourish. I remember one time that we wanted to go to a C-section, to a cesarean section, with a woman who had to go under general anesthesia. So I asked her if she wants us to greet the baby in any way, because she will not be there awake when the baby comes out. So she was surprised, and she thought about it, and she said, yeah, I want you to greet the baby in a warm way. I said, okay. Then she was asleep, and I came to the team, to the medical staff, nurses, doctors, and I was a little bit afraid myself, because I was expecting maybe they will laugh at me, or maybe cynicism. And I asked them what the woman asked, and it was my turn to be surprised, because they were very happy to be part of a humane event, and not just a medical procedure of cutting and giving medications. And when that baby came out, the room was so full of joy and light, because all the members of the team were greeting this baby in such a heart-warming way. It was really their joy to be a part of an event that welcomes new life into the world, and not just some cold medical procedure. In the end of the day, it's not just a baby who is being born in a delivery. A baby is being born, of course, but also a mother is being born, and a father, and a family. And maybe above all, it's an experience that is being created. And this experience, well, the people involved, they might not remember it, but it will stay lodged in their life for the rest of their lives, especially in the baby who is so open to new experience. You cannot really plan birth. You can hope it will be a natural one, if that's your thing. But plan is the most unexpected event there is. So what you can do is really hope and make sure it will be a humane birth. Thank you.